Hey, before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a word of what I'm about to share. She walked through that door at 2:17 a.m., the exact night that marked 10 years since I slipped a ring onto her finger. The restaurant reservation had been a casualty hours ago. The candles I'd lit at home had melted into useless wax puddles. And the chocolate cake? Untouched, sitting on the counter like a grim monument. I was still awake, parked in the dark living room. Only the faint blue glow of my phone illuminating my face, pretending I wasn't waiting for her. The key turned agonizingly slowly, as if she was stalling. When the door finally swung open, the hallway light cut her silhouette into something unrecognizable. Her hair was tousled, lipstick gone. The strap of her black dress hung wrong. She didn't notice me immediately. Kicking off her heels, she let out a long sigh, the kind that says, "The night's far from over." And then, almost inaudibly, she muttered to herself, so low I almost missed it. "I've already been intimate today." The words lingered in the air, settling over me like fire. She flipped the lights on and froze, finally seeing me. Her eyes were glossy, pupils blown wide. The way they get after too much wine or something else. For a single heartbeat, she resembled the girl I married. Vulnerable, human. And then, as always, the mask returned. "Mark," she said, feigning surprise. "You're still up." I couldn't speak. My tongue felt nailed to the roof of my mouth. 10 years of memories, every laugh, every tear, every scar, flashed behind my eyes. Her fingers tracing my jaw while she thought I slept. The scar on her knee from that drunk skateboarding disaster on our third date. The silent sobs from the bathroom after the second miscarriage. Every intimate moment, colliding with one sentence that seared my heart. "I've already been intimate today." "Happy anniversary, Liv," I said. My voice felt alien, hollowed out. She flinched. Actually flinched. Tried to smile, it trembled and died. Time lost all meaning. Sarah had wanted to try that new restaurant in the city. The word burst out louder than intended. She did. The apartment fell silent. I could hear the fridge humming, mocking me. Slowly I stood, legs stiff and numb from sitting too long. "What did you just say when you walked in?" I asked. Her face drained, pale as old paper. I didn't move. "You did." I stepped closer. "You said you've already been intimate today." Her mouth opened, closed, opened again. Only a tiny, wounded sound escaped. The room tilted. I had to brace against the couch to stay upright. 10 years, 2 apartments, 1 house, 3 jobs, funerals, heart attacks, sleepless nights on the phone. Obliterated by 7 careless words. "Mark," she started, reaching for me. "Don't," I said, hand raised like a shield. Her gaze dropped. The silence stretched, unbearable. Then barely audible. "It doesn't matter." "It matters to me." I shouted, my throat raw. She jumped. "Tell me his name," I demanded. Tears spilled down her cheeks like a faucet turned on full blast. "You don't know him," she whispered. "A stranger. No history. No past. Worse than infidelity with someone known." "How long?" My voice cracked. "For months," she admitted. "Months." While I was planning our anniversary, booking the Vermont cabin, hiding the new necklace in my sock drawer, begging my boss for Friday off to leave early. She'd let someone else touch her, hear her, feel her the way I thought was only mine. I laughed. Ugly, ragged, hollow. She froze, terrified. I walked past her toward the bedroom. She followed, pleading. "Mark, please, let's talk." I opened her nightstand, pulled out the velvet box with the necklace I'd saved 3 paychecks for, and tossed it into the trash. The lid clanged like a gunshot. She sobbed, real messy sobs that shook her frame. "I'm sorry. It didn't mean anything. I was lonely." "Don't you dare blame me," I snapped. "You promised to come to Seattle last month. You said book club. Was that him?" Her silence was confirmation enough. I grabbed my duffel bag, tossing clothes in without looking. "You're leaving." Her panic shattered the quiet. "Tonight, Mark. It's our anniversary." "Exactly. Happy anniversary." She lunged, digging her nails into my arm. "I'll end it. I'll do anything. Therapy, anything." I looked at her hand, the same hand that had engraved forever inside my wedding band. The hand that had held me through panic attacks, hospital halls, and my heart. Tonight it had been elsewhere. I pulled free. "You don't love me, Liv. You love the version of me that doesn't see who you really are. She collapsed to the floor, sobs turning primal animalistic. I stepped over her like a stranger. In the hallway I paused. Chest heavy I thought about the cake, the t-shirt she danced in, the life we'd sketched with kids, a dog, growing old together. Gone. Mark! She choked from the floor. If you walk out, that's it. We're done. I turned back once. She was curled into a ball, mascara streaked. The woman I loved more than life reduced to this. No, Liv, I whispered. We were done the second you let him in and still came home to sleep beside me. I stepped outside, door clicking shut like a judge's gavel. I didn't cry until the elevator. And when I did, the tears burned with every broken promise. By the time I reached the street, the city was silent, save for delivery trucks and the occasional drunk. I walked until my legs ached, duffel bag bumping against my hip, phone buzzing relentlessly. Around 5 a.m., I sat in Washington Square Park, watching the sky bruise into morning. My wedding ring felt like a shackle. I twisted it off, stared at the pale imprint it left, and dropped it into a storm drain. 10 years gone. I turned on my phone, hit record. Swollen eyes, cracked lips, I didn't care. Hey, I said, voice raw. I'm Mark. Tonight my marriage ended. This channel was about gaming and dumb challenges. Not anymore. From now on, I'm telling the ugly, painful truth of what happens when the person you love most rips your heart out and hands it back bleeding. Subscribe if you've been betrayed. Comment if you know this pain. I'm done pretending life is fair, and done letting her story be the only one told. I stopped the recording, titled it exactly what happened. She came home late on our anniversary and said she'd already been intimate today. Hit upload. Then I turned the phone face down, looked at the sunrise, and started walking into whatever came next. If you felt that hit your chest, do me a favor, subscribe. This is just the beginning.